now control all objectives. Do you hear me? The enemy now control all objectives. Get your shit together, man.
Get your shit together, man. I don't know why they say enemy controls all the objectives at the beginning of a match. Anyway, who knows? What's going on, guys? It's Fitzy here, bringing you some back to Karkand. This is Sharqi Peninsula. This is my first time playing it, and I hopped in a tank, and we're going to see what happens here. So far, none of this looks familiar from Battlefield 2. I am the gunner in this tank, and I am a horrible tank gunner. I don't know if it's just the way the tanks flop around. Seems like when I'm running away from a tank and they have a gunner, I usually get shot pretty quick. But whenever I'm aiming down the crosshairs, I can't do any damage whatsoever. Anyway, Conquest Sharqi Peninsula. This expansion or DLC just came out last night. I didn't really get a good chance to play it last night. I had some problems downloading it. I play on PlayStation 3. I was downloading it from the in-game store and it froze up on me twice. I actually had to do a hard restart on my PlayStation, which I don't like doing. And you know, DICE has already sucked $60 out of me for this game, and it's broken squad chat. They almost sucked $200 out of me for a PlayStation if those things break. Anyway, I won't get into that. You guys know how I feel about the squad chat. Actually, tonight when I played it, I did hear a few things. I heard a guy coughing for about a second and a half, and I heard a baby crying. So, I don't know, maybe there's hope out there. When I first started the game, I talked in the mic. I was asking, can anybody hear me? And someone piped up and said, yeah, they can hear me. And shortly after that, the mics died. So, whether it's the same old, I don't know, rumors are flying that the PlayStation 3 cannot handle VoIP. That doesn't have enough RAM. I don't know what the hell. I'm not a techie guy or anything like that. But this is what I'm hearing. So I've tried to talk to the community managers, getting them to respond to some of my tweets on Twitter, asking them flat out, I mean, you know, is the game broken? Can you fix it? And you get the same old generated answer that they're aware of the problems and they're going to deal with it as they can. But I don't know. I've heard that one so many times. And, you know, it's going on a month and a half now and still no fix. So I'm starting to believe this whole VoIP program on the PlayStation 3 can't work. It's been tested before, and what's happening right now, the majority of the people are saying if the squad is not full, if there's 2 guys in the squad, you can talk, you can hear each other okay. As soon as people start piling in after that, the 3rd and the 4th guy kind of squashes the whole voice chat on the PlayStation 3. Which is a shame, because in games like this, that's one thing you need is communication. But, as I promised, I'm not going to go on that. I'm probably pissing off a few people, and I apologize. I'm just very, very, very frustrated. So we'll get back to the gameplay, and I think I went 10 and 10 on this or something like that. A couple games tonight. I actually went positive on quite a few. I'm not a strong gamer. But, you know, I can hold my own. I can do a little bit better when I can communicate, but that's not the case. So, basically, it's just me getting used to the maps. And like I said earlier, none of this looks familiar from Battlefield 2 on the PC when I played it many, many years ago. However, I was hearing sound bites in the actual gameplay of the old Battlefield 2 music. So, I don't know if they just piped that in or what was going on with that. Let me know, guys, if you heard the same thing. Like I said, this is pretty much my first go around on this map, so you're going to see me turning into some corners where I shouldn't be turning, and you're also going to see me, you know, zig when I should have zagged and doing some dumb shit. Here I am here, trying to figure out how to turn the flashlight off my my friggin' rifle. You'll see me do that a few times. I don't really like the tack light. I like it in some of the maps like Metro and stuff like that, but you know, I wasn't really paying attention to my loadouts tonight. I was just hopping on, seeing what the maps had to offer, and that's about it. So actually, in some of the games, I'll be posting up a few videos, and you'll see me, you know, throwing ammo when you think I'd be pulling out a rocket or something like that. It's because I was changing around my classes and kits quite a bit, just on a whim, just to test a few things out. I unlocked the Javelin missile. I wanted to play with that a little bit. And, yeah, so I wasn't really paying attention to my kit or what not even really playing, as a squad as I should be playing, or as I usually play. I wasn't even really playing the objective. I was familiarizing myself with the maps. So, you know, keep the comments at bay. If, you know, they'll scrub comments on what the hell are you doing and you should have went this way. Wasn't the point of the video. Point of the video was to get you guys out some footage. If you play on the Xbox or the PC and you're one of my subscribers and you want to see what the new maps look like, here it is. So so far they look quite quite awesome. This map actually reminds me of Oasis from Bad Company 2. It does have some vast expanses on the outskirts, which I think that's where the majority of the vehicle battles are going to be. In the towns themselves, many 3-story buildings, and you just saw me jump out of a skyscraper back behind me. That is actually a very good vantage point to be sniping, but I'm sure it's also a very popular spot to get counter sniped as well, because I think it's the tallest part of the map. So the use of the buildings, I'm not used to it at all. Like I said, first go around, very easily turned around, and with all the markers, I'm not a big fan of how DICE put up the flag markers and the stuff. The information on the HUD, it's sometimes it's like a big old eye patch, and it gets so, I mean, you have to deal with the sun flare and the suppression and all these friggin' icons on your screen. It gets really confusing and frustrated. So I don't know if that's in any future patches to tweak or move them off to the side or change them up a bit, but I was struggling with it. I always kind of struggle with it. I'm also struggling with my aim here, and I've heard a few of the guys comment that since the last patch they've been having problems with their aim. I haven't really been finding that. I mean, I usually struggle with my aim, but I haven't really been noticing the things I've been hearing. Like they'll say, you know, you start to pan your thumbsticks, and all of a sudden it accelerates through. I mean, I usually do that all the time because I'm a pretty frazzled gamer. When I get in gunfights, I tend to, as a friend of mine named it today, the dolphin dive. I usually push down on the thumbstick in a panic mode and do a dive, or sometimes I'll overspray or shoot too high or shoot too low. Not sure if it's this video or one of the ones that I'm going to be putting up shortly, but I will highlight 2 incredible epic fails by myself where I'm actually chasing a kill, stalking a kill, and I get within range and I start shooting, and of course I'm not shooting in bursts, and the friggin' recoil goes over the guy's head, and I totally miss him, and he calmly turns around and pops a cap in my ass. It actually made me laugh because I did it twice, and yeah. Anyway, I'm not sure if it's in here or not. It happened a few times tonight. So now another thing, maybe you guys can let me know in the comments. On my minimap there is a red icon of a claymore, I believe it is. Does that mean one of my teammates have spotted it? Or why are we seeing enemy claymore? Okay, it went out there, so maybe it was spotted by one of my teammates. Anyway, if someone can clear that up for me, that would be great. I don't have a lot of experience with the claymores. And I actually just noticed that for the first time tonight. Also, another question I have for you guys out there. Mortar strikes. When the enemy is calling in mortar strikes, does it appear on the mini-map where the icon for the mortar, is that the position of the enemy, or is that where they're calling in the mortar strike? That's another question. Maybe some of my subscribers or viewers can let me know. And also, or is it just a spotted soldier, like a spotted... I don't know what the hell happened there. I might have been experiencing a bit of lag there because that guy had me dead to rights, and I cruised right around beside him and picked up the kill. So thankfully that sort of shit's going on my side tonight, and it's usually happening to me where people will be zipping all over the place. I'm not sure if that's the case. I didn't experience it any other times tonight, but that was actually really weird. I came up the stairs, saw the guy, he started spraying me in full auto, and I just pretty much danced around him. It looked like I did a big Jordan leap to the right of him and turned around and killed him. So who knows, man? It's a wacky game, and there's lots of problems, and there's lots of people playing it. So back to the footage. Capping this flag here. Lots of action. Very confusing. Going for a dip in the pool. This map is quite unique with the elevated positions. It's definitely not a flat map at all. I mean, rolling hills and buildings. What else could you ask for? So much cover. I mean, you can just get lost in this cover here. That's why I think spotting is so damn important, and that's one of the things I usually stress to people I play with, because you'll notice in a lot of my videos, even before I burst off a round, I'll be spotting that person, because half the time, man, my bullets don't reach the target, and I usually get a lot more assists than I do kills, but I mean, that's okay. I'll take that kind of stuff. And yeah, just you know, effing around with back to Karkand and getting to know the maps. I don't think it's going to take too long. They look, they seem pretty straightforward, but then again, I could be wrong. You can get turned around in here really, really quick, especially with the destructible environment. Once the buildings start coming down, I mean, the whole look of the map just changes. And it is a very, very good looking map. Don't get me wrong. I have been slagging on DICE for the last little while about their communications and their VoIP problems, but hell, they put together quite a beautiful looking board here. I have played all the Back to Karkand maps. Wake Island, I don't have, I didn't get any footage of that. I actually started vid capping after my Wake Island, which was too bad, because I went 11-2. I went on a big tank killing spree, and Wake Island to me is like heavy metal in close quarters. Narrow channels on small islands, and pretty wide open, not a lot of cover, a few hills and a couple buildings, but pretty much it's just tank on tank action. And I don't really think they need as many tanks as they have in there. I'm talking Conquest, by the way. I'm not sure how it plays out in Rush. I've just been playing Conquest. I find it's a little bit slower pace. For the amount of gaming I get in and wanting to learn the maps, I'm just going to stick with a little bit of Conquest. Once I familiarize myself with the maps, then I'll go back to Rush, which I actually prefer as my game of choice. A little bit more exciting, and I just have a better flow for the game. I'm finding in Conquest, especially tonight, playing these Back to Karkand maps. One map in particular, maybe it was Gulf of Omar or something like that. A lot of the times, teammates would take off in the vehicles, and you'd have some heavy trekking to do between control points, and chugging along, you'd get, you know, pretty close to the flag, and your team would cap it, and you know, you just wasted about a minute of running time running to help them out, when you should have just stayed put and let them handle the cap. Anyways, lessons learned. I don't know, how do you guys play Conquest? Are you guys running from flag to flag to flag, or do you you know, play with a group of friends and just hold down one area and pick away at it that way? You know, let me know. I'd like to know. I'm curious. I've played it both ways. Frankly, I have better games when my friends and I just pick a flag and stay to it and protect it, and you know, set up a perimeter and own that. But yeah, let me know how you guys do it. One of the games I played tonight, I was basically pinballing from one flag to the next, and I wasn't even getting there for the caps. It was a little frustrating. I'm not sure if I'm going to post that one up or not, but because it was a lot of dull footage, a lot of running from flag to flag to flag, and you know, hey, games go like that some ways, or sometimes. Look at this guy running like he's getting paid. Also, guys, let me know if you want me to shorten down these videos. I think this one's a little over 17 minutes long. I wanted to give you guys who haven't had the opportunity to check out these maps a first look. I wasn't cutting anything out, so you guys can get your eyeballs on the actual gameplay footage. Would you like me to leave in the kill cams, cut them out? What would you like? Do you want 10-minute films? Do you want me to speed through footage? You know, the boring shit. You're not going to get a lot of exciting stuff out of me, but you know, let me know. I'm always curious for that too. Sometimes, when I first started YouTubing and watching Bad Company 2 videos, you know, I wouldn't care how long they were. If they're 20+ minutes long, you know, I'd kick off my boots after work and, you know, grab a beer or something and watch a couple videos. Even if they're 20 minutes long, I enjoyed them. But now, after I make them, I'm just wondering what the rest of the community likes. because processing this much footage is kind of a pain in the ass. But oh, here we go. This is the fail. So I see that guy, skyscraper jump, and I'm hard turning on the toggle switches, hunting him down, and I'm not sure if I just overcorrect on my thumbsticks when I see him here, but this is just brutal. Look, I do a circle all around him. Good God, that was... I think I was still laughing after I did that. Actually, I might have been swearing. Probably swearing. If you know me like my friends know me, I was probably swearing. Anyway, that was the clip I was going to show you. And I don't know if it was just me anticipating going around the friggin' staircases up and down and turning the thumbsticks, or if it was just absolute bullshit aim. Anyway. He threw a grenade, so I threw a grenade. I don't know what the hell was going on down here. Pretty much, I think this is the end of the round anyway. Anyway, these buildings are super cool. I can just imagine some of the gunfights and crap that's going to go on in these things. And of course I'm lost. I have no idea where I am on the map. All I know is I'm way up high and pulling out my paddles for no goddamn reason. So if you have played Back to Karkand, leave in the comments, what do you think about it? You guys like it? I'm sure you will. It's quite a nice addition. I don't, like I said before, I don't see any resemblance to the old Battlefield 2 maps. Maybe they haven't hoofed it around enough and looked at all the corners and all the bits of the map. But so far, I mean, nothing strikes a chord as being familiar, which is a good thing, I guess. They were pretty linear maps back in the Battlefield 2 days. I don't think they would translate well to this. This is almost overkill for, you know, unlinear. I mean, you can go anywhere and do anything. Just nuts. I think the game's coming to an end anyway. I hope you guys enjoyed this. There's some more amazing aim right there. Just amazing. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please leave some comments, like it, dislike it, whatever. Just some feedback would be nice, and I'll talk to you soon.